Hello everyone, welcome to week 9 of the semester, or week 2 of online learning. You guys should be really proud of yourselves. Most of us have gotten through this. We've logged on, gotten your assignments, you've created your Haas accounts, gotten through this. Just a couple of things. I have 7 people that have not logged on to Blackboard at all. I don't have any way of contacting them besides email. I've sent emails out, haven't gotten any responses. If you guys are in contact with each other out there and know of anybody that's struggling, just make sure they reach out to me. I posted my cell number on Blackboard so you guys can share that with them, or they need to reach out to the school. If they're having computer issues, connectivity, we have loaner computers available. We can set up Wi-Fi hotspots at their houses and different things like that. There's plenty of resources to get people online so we can all get through this. So we have 7 that haven't logged on at all. We have another 7 that you didn't complete the assignment. You've been on Blackboard, I can tell, but you haven't submitted the assignment, or you didn't complete the assignment. I've had a few that only did one video. So you need to make sure you're paying attention to what the actual assignment is. It was all 3 videos in chapter 1. And with that, you need to take a screenshot or a photo with your cell phone, text it to me or email it to me. And that's the only way I can confirm that you're getting these assignments done. I don't get any notification from Haas that you've done it. So I know I've also had a couple of people that are having computer and connectivity issues that have contacted me. So we're trying to get that sorted out hopefully next week. So if you're one of those people, I'm aware of your struggle, and it's not going to be held against you. So with that being said, the first week, again, there's not going to be any late penalties, anything like that. But as we move forward, when I give you a deadline for an assignment, you are going to start getting some penalties if you're missing that deadline. We just need to make sure we're keeping up with this. Everybody's on the same level every week. So if you miss that deadline, there's going to be a grading penalty associated with it. So that covers last week. From here, I just want to give you a little update on what's going on in my world. Last week we talked about it. I work for a medical device company, so we've been deemed essential and we're still working. This week we started to see some effects of this. We have 2 products in-house already. One of them is a ventilator tube that they've drastically increased their orders. The other one is a catheter delivery system, typically used for pain management, things like that. We've made that's actually where we make the tubing, and it's over molded, injection molded with a fitting on the end of it. So that product, we've probably only made a couple thousand in the last year. They've asked us to ramp up our production. They want 30,000 pieces by June. So that's going to be a huge undertaking for us. And then the third one was a development project that we had. I got an email from our sales team on Thursday night saying they had a call with the customer. The customer said their product has been identified as a potential treatment for COVID-19. Again, this is a developmental product that they have, a device out there. So they contacted us to expedite the tubes that they need that are in our system. And they're going to go through the FDA has approved them for a fast track FDA approval process, so they need to just get this out there as fast as they can. So with that product, it was still on our schedule. We hadn't started anything yet, so I had to design and complete the extrusion tool. So I was able to I got permission from my bosses, and I was able to put together some little videos on the whole process that I go through. I need to submit that to them to get their approval before I can post any of that on YouTube. So we're going to have some bonus content coming out in the next week or so, showing my side of it, how I design a tool, manufacture it, and hand it off to the extrusion people. And then next week we're going to actually be running those tubes and talking to the vice president. He gave me permission to actually go into the white room and film the extrusion, which is pretty rare. They don't we don't like letting any of our secrets out. So some of these videos are edited a little bit. You'll notice when I do release them, there's going to be some quick jumps from one step to the other, not showing all the details. But yeah, we'll be getting that out to you. Hopefully next week will be the first one, the manufacturing side of it, which is more pertinent to what we do and what I actually do kind of on a day-to-day basis. So, but I made the commitment on that one. I was going to have that tool for them in their hand Monday morning to the extrusion department. So, Friday was a long day and we got it done though. So from here, we'll be moving on to talking about next week's assignment. So this is going to be this week's assignment. We're going to complete Chapter 2, Basic Machine Safety, and Chapter 3, Basic Machine Startup. So these are topics that you're very familiar with, probably going back to last semester. So Chapter 2 covers basic safety. Cutting tools are sharp, being aware of your environment when you're in the machine shop. But they also get into how the machine works a little bit, the differences between reset, feed hold, and e-stop, so you're going to want to pay attention to that section of the video. Chapter 3 gets into machine startup. So these are the basic startup procedures that we've talked about, where you have your little walk around on your machine, check things out, make sure everything's up to snuff before you get started. Also, they cover quite a bit about keeping everything clean, your work area clean, the machine clean. I can tell you from personal experience, when you're working on shared machines, nothing annoys me more than going over to the machine and finding a mess that somebody else left. Chips on the work table, on the vise, tools strewn around the area. You just have to, spend the first portion of your job just cleaning up a mess that somebody else left. So you don't want to be that guy when you're in the shop. So it's 3 videos. Chapter 2 has 2.1, and then Chapter 3 is 3.1 and 3.2. So again, just make sure you're getting those screenshots done and submitting them to me so we can get everything graded properly. Have a good week.